Dominance. Chapter 1. Okay, let's start. You can't talk about domination in the sports world without mentioning of two names, that is, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Now let's start. Story dates back to late 20th century. What a century it was. Nobody knew the century, the second last decade of the century. Nobody had an idea that the decade was the start of a new amazing, entertaining, and inspiring era in football. The year is 1985, the second month of the year, and exactly on the fifth day in the streets of Funchal, Madeira, in Portugal, a country in Europe, the family of José Diniz Aveiro and Dolores dos Santos welcomed a baby boy. As other families, José and Dolores had already a name for their newborn. They named him Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. 2 years later, on the 6th month of 1987, on 24th day of the month, in the streets of Rosario, Santa Fe, Argentina, in southern American continent, the family of Jorge Messi and Celia Maria Cucitini welcomed a newborn, and they also had a ready name. They named him Lionel Andres Messi. The two-star grew just like any other child. But CR7 also has lesser-known siblings who are a big part of his life. Ronaldo is the baby of the family, with 2 older sisters and an older brother. Here's all you need to know about his siblings. Elma Aveiro. His oldest sister Elma is a passionate supporter of her little brother. She released a Made in England jewelry range in collaboration with London-based designer that was inspired by their mother Dolores Aveiro, in April 2020. Elma backed Ronaldo on social media, insisting at this stage in his career he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone, and said he was the most beautiful human. She even had a clothes shop named CR7 after the United striker in Madeira. It closed in February 2022, though CR7 branded clothing is still available online. Katia Aveiro. Ronaldo's other sister has been described as a singer-turned-influencer. She is 44 and is also a staunch defender of the superstar. In 2018, when he received a red card for the first time in his 15-year Champions League career after an off-the-ball incident, she fired back on social media. Posting on Instagram, she said, "Shame on football, justice will be done. You want to destroy my brother, but God never sleeps. Shameful #RespectFootball." In July 2021, she gave an update after she was taken to hospital with pneumonia due to COVID-19 complications. In October 2020, she made controversial comments after it emerged that the then Juventus forward had asked another lab to test him for COVID following 2 positive results at a laboratory used by the Portuguese FA. She later said on social media that she respected the virus, but there were other illnesses and health problems that should be treated with the same respect. Hugo Aveiro. Hugo, 47, is 10 years older than Ronaldo and has had a difficult time living in the shadow of his mega-famous brother. The influence of the boy's father, known as Diniz, left a long-lasting impression on both of them. Diniz was a recovering alcoholic, and the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner vowed he'd never drink after witnessing what it had done to his family. Hugo succumbed to the same problem as his late father, but the two brothers have remained united. Their father died from liver failure when Ronaldo was just 20, and didn't live to see Ronaldo's rise to the top. In case you didn't know, Lionel Messi is the third out of 4 children born to his dad, a steel factory manager, and mum, who once worked in a magnet manufacturing workshop in Argentina. La Pulga grew up in Rosario, the largest city in the central Argentina province of Santa Fe. He spent his early years mostly alongside his 3 siblings. Speaking of his blood kinfolks, Messi's eldest brother is Rodrigo. Matias Messi is his immediate senior. Lastly, his younger sister is Maria Sol Messi. The Barcelona legend comes from a tight-knit, football-loving household. From a cost of living standpoint, Jorge and Celia Maria once suffered a lack in the late 1980s because of massive stagnation in Argentina. Back then, Lionel's mum and dad could barely support their middle-income family. A few years after Messi was born, the South American country was on the brink of economic collapse. This was due to Argentina's inability to pay its debt. For this reason, hyperinflation, devaluation of the peso, and riots became the order of the day. Lionel Messi's family were among the victims of this economic crisis, which shook nearly all middle-class households. The truth is, Jorge and Celia Maria, along with 3 million other Argentines, struggled with work.